Welcome, guys. It's over here to burn.
Perfect.
After watching
Let's talk
Irish
about
edition.
let's talk about this weird drink. Let's talk about it.
We are having a
Okay.
beer.
Because you're the expert on this stuff.
All right, so we've all had a car bomb before, where both drinks are mixed in a larger glass and dropped in, and you drink it.
Sure.
So this is called the
Well,
Irish hand grenade. Oh, really?
Just what's in a car bomb. You got your Guinness. That's Jameson.
Jameson Irish whiskey.
And you got your
single.
Baileys.
Yeah.
No, it's a blended whiskey. So it's blended.
All right, so special St. Patrick's Day episode.
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet.
Hey,
Oh, cool,
Check your
dude.
Wi-Fi.
watch it.
Why don't you shut up?
Okay, so now
All right, are
what's
you
the
ready?
difference between this and Irish car bomb, though?
Which one am I
Mike.
dropping
All
again?
right, so we're gonna put both drinks right here, balance them together, right?
This is gonna suck.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're gonna hold on to your.
Put the little cup on this.
Yeah, I know, right? You're gonna hold on to your shot.
Okay.
You're gonna drop this in, drink your shot, and then drink your drink
Okay.
as fast as you can. Ready? You gotta say
I'm
sláinte.
gonna hold. Yeah, definitely because this movie.
You gotta say it. Ready?
Okay, hold on.
Ah!
Okay, go.
Slash.
Slash.
Go, 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 go.
What a way to start an episode.
Yeah. Messy.
That was terrible.
Really messy.
I,
it was terrible.
I forgot we were chugging that for a second, so like I wasn't ready to chug it, and then I was like,
Speaking
"Oh,
of
we're
cement
chugging
mixer.
this. We are
thanks.
chugging this."
Thanks.
Also, if you notice, guys, I had a little extra in mine because I'm a drunk.
Just saving the Guinness for the cast.
Yeah.
So, what's this movie we're talking about? I mean, we've already had all this Irish themed stuff. We're all wearing green shirts. I mean,
Jurassic Park, guys. Did you see it?
the most famous of Irish movies, Live Free or Die Hard, because they all have a season, right?
Live and let die.
It's called Grabbers.
Grabbers.
So what, do we have an IMDb for this? Anyone?
It was
so we can
made in
what
2012.
2012. Okay, it's not too, okay.
Isn't this like a Donald Trump biopic, Grabbers?
It's like,
You had to mention him.
yeah.
I did.
In every episode.
If you rewind back since before he was elected president.
He has to within the first 5 minutes. It's part of his clause, actually. So, okay.
You mean his Grabbers?
Grabbers. Okay, so is this like some kind of coming of age comedy? What are you talking about here?
It's a monster movie.
Yeah, I don't have anything up for this list.
Okay. Well, I can't pull up IMDb, so we're flying. We're doing it live.
Okay.
Flying blind. I can.
So it starts on a boat out in the middle of the ocean.
Well, so they're out in the middle of the ocean.
Well, let's do synopsis first.
That's what I'm trying to do.
All right.
That's part of the
Go
synopsis.
for it.
And they see some kind of alien something fall out of the sky, presumably an alien. And then bad things start to happen, especially because. But there's a sect of the population that bad things don't happen to. That's the drunk people. They find out, and so basically to defeat the alien, you have to be.
You get fucking pissed.
You have to be.
Yeah.
You have to take the piss.
You have to take the piss.
Yeah. All right. Well, do we have a list of actors in this? Because there's some people that you've seen if you've ever watched Black Mirror or Doctor Who.
Right.
Or anything Irish.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I feel like
The 10
all of
famous
Cork
Irish
County was in this.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have people like the leads, Richard Coyle and Ruth Bradley, who were Garda Ciaran. Oh, that's very.
Kieran.
Kieran O'Shea. I know that's why I was like, that's very Irish. Like, not saying very. And Garda Lisa Nolan, who are both very Irish people.
And have both been in Black Mirror.
Richard
Both.
Coyle. Richard Coyle looks like he was carved out of a potato. He looks like
But he's like Irish handsome though.
I would like to mention this just because how beautiful Ruth Bradley is. Like I thought everyone else just looked like a potato to me. Like
he's Irish
she's
handsome.
so beautiful. I was just like, whoa.
He's like 100% Irish handsome.
Yeah.
Oh no, he
Devil
is.
May Cry.
And like
He's
it was one
like-
of those things. Like by the end when they kept showing him scenes, I was like,
He's
oh,
black
I
Irish.
see.
Yeah.
Like I see why he is handsome.
That's what it's called.
Like I see why he's handsome, but like at the
He's a
beginning, I was
dark
just
one.
like potato.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fun people in this. Some people playing weird old people. There's Layla Roddy, who plays a complete and utter drunk / stereotypical drunk.
Yeah, it's very
That guy's been in
stereotypical.
Black Mirror.
Yeah.
And Doctor Who.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Russell.
the one British guy.
Russell Tovey, who plays Dr. Adam Smith, who has he looks like his head got like kind of stretched out of taffy. Is this like very long head.
He's a very punchable face,
Like a
which I think
five-head.
they did on purpose.
David Pierce, who is a guy that you have seen in stuff, and he's
Yeah.
played like probably a bartender or possibly a potato again. Like he's just
He looks like a munchkin or something.
And
He's,
he
like,
and the
adorable.
woman who played his wife have played husband and wife in other things. as
Ronan
well.
Gallagher.
They're
Yeah.
both,
Yeah.
they're both
She was great,
adorable.
too. She
I
had
don't
Rona.
know.
little scenes.
I don't
Rona.
know if they're full
It's one of my favorite
dwarves.
names.
They might just be little people
Yeah.
or full.
Which
little
is the
people
name
or dwarves,
of
maybe.
my halfling character.
Bard?
Anyway, Brona.
Rona. Oh.
It's a name, Rona.
Alright.
Having a character in what?
In D&D.
D&D.
Oh, okay.
She's a halfling monk and she kicks butt. But anyway, back to the point.
I have a half
of-
Okay. So I just want to say this first off. You know, we've gone to this because we're making fun movies. And I really
This has
like.
been
I really like this movie. I
Yeah.
really liked it. It was entertaining.
I see. I was,
Entertaining.
when I first was watching it, I was like, I'm not going to like this movie, and I was like,
And then
but it persisted, and I was like, okay. I was not drinking. You can't like be doing anything else and watch this movie though, because like you'll miss stuff.
Well, you do because it is very Irish, so you have to pay attention to what they're saying.
especially
or else.
the voice will turn off and you won't
Yeah.
know it's on sound.
I wish I had been drinking during the movie.
But it was.
It's just
Oh, I've said next year for St. Patrick's Day we should turn this into a drinking day movie and watch it again.
Yeah, because it's not scary at
Yeah.
all. It is 100% 0%.
Yeah, no, it's not scary. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of good
And,
times.
and if you listen to that, it made no sense, and that's okay. I said it's 100% 0% scary.
Yeah.
60% of the time it works every time.
So I thought.
So the main character here, Kieran,
Okay.
right?
Kieran.
Okay.
He really starts out as like a
Is he the main
huge.
character though, or is she the main character? Like, it
They
feels
like
she's the
both
main
are.
character.
They are both the
No,
main
I think
character.
he is.
Yeah.
Because he's like the drunk. He's like
Yeah,
the
and he
Neo
and
of
this is like he this is his
He's like the
selflessness.
Neo.
Is he's like I have to stay sober.
See,
While you guys
for
all get
me,
drunk.
Okay, so we should talk about that
Okay.
in a little bit, because that to me felt like a character, like a switch.
Right.
Because it felt like she was like, I'm the responsible one, you're the drunk, and then at that
That's why
point,
I
like,
had to switch.
but
Yeah.
why did we just do that?
And that's
though?
when
Like,
they fell in love for some reason.
it felt weird.
But
like,
I also like that she was still super responsible when she was pissed drunk. 3 sheets to the wind.
I just don't like that she was drunk for the first time and then she was still able to do stuff. Do you remember being drunk for the first time?
Yeah.
Because you were just fucked
Yeah.
up. You weren't like.
No.
you weren't doing shit. You weren't doing anything. You weren't shooting monsters.
Sometimes you're
That's for
just
sure.
made to drink.
When I still remember one of the first times I was drunk, someone threw up on my pants.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's all.
One of the first times I was drunk, I had 6 drinks and 4 beers, and I laced up my skates and skated around my house.
See, I had someone throw
Well,
up.
she's our Lisa. No,
I was like super talking to some girl, and then another girl sat down next to me and threw up on my crotch.
Yeah.
I was wearing pants, guys. Don't give me ideas. But I ran to the bathroom. It was in a dorm. I was in Haven Hall on campus.
Wow.
I'm not Haven.
Watson.
Watson.
Because you're in my dorm.
Yes, and I ran into the bathroom. And I was like, I can't go home with puke all over me. People are gonna laugh at me. So I just soaked my pants in water. And just like completely was like, I'm gonna wash everything off. And then I was like, okay, now let's see, I piss myself. So I'll just keep going. Because if your pants are completely wet,
All the way wet,
yeah,
yeah.
they're not gonna.
That's
They're
good.
gonna
That's
he's
good
just in a
strategy.
pool. He was in a pool. or
That's a
something.
great strategy.
He walked in a pool.
Life lessons.
That was like one of my.
Like
first
maybe he
times.
just jumped in the shower with a chick and it was really cool.
But like just his pants, like his shirt's fine still.
Shirt's still fine.
This whole part though, like maybe he's in a fountain. He's swimming in a
Yeah,
fountain.
man, that's good. Fountain.
Yeah, no, I had an idea. I don't know what it was, but that was my first memorable.
Meanwhile, my room was probably open. He could have gone down and got a pair of pants, but
No, dude, I was fucking freaked out. Like, and it was like I was in such a great mood. So I'm like, this girl is talking to me, and she's into me, and then I was like,
well, there was a little puking in this movie, so
Yeah.
oh yeah, there was, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, we can spoil it. 'Cause I mean,
Yeah,
we'll
this
spoil
is
it.
what this is about.
So,
That's why.
yeah, so you find out that you have to get really drunk
So you get this
because
and
these
this
grabbers.
Cthulhu starfish.
Yeah, these.
They're like-
Yeah.
It's poison.
They're like
It's poison.
Cthulhu, starfish, like
There's an Oscar from Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I don't know one. That's all I'm saying. With those
Yeah.
teeth things that spin,
Yeah.
no one. Oh,
So it
They're not-
and it's smart. It like tricks people.
Yeah.
It like used that guy's body
Just the
to get
one
those.
time,
Yeah.
though.
we can
Just that one time.
I
I
never addressed it again.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, okay, so this is gonna like turn into something. You're gonna be like, oh look, there's another guy. He must be my friend. And it's gonna be the guy. It's like, nope, just that one time.
Well, it wasn't smart enough to get out of that lobster trap at first. And I was like, okay, it's like hanging out in a lobster trap.
Yeah.
Then,
yeah,
it's like hanging out there. It's like, well, this dude's drunk, so I'm just gonna hang out and slap the shit.
Also, like, it can adapt to any sort of water, which I thought was interesting, because salt water very different than fresh water, as we know. And bathtub water, same as being in the ocean for that thing. It's like, okay.
Well, let's talk about, at least it wasn't the signs. Alien, we talked about that, because at least it wasn't allergic to water. But,
Well, that would have been a very short movie, because the meteor that came through the atmosphere landed in the water.
Yeah, I know.
It went over.
done. Okay, so it can't eat you if you're drunk, but it can definitely attack you. So why is being drunk really that much
But
of a
also,
thing?
it can eat you when you're drunk. One of them was, a person was eaten while drunk. That happened.
Yeah.
So, sure.
Right. Well, basically, they didn't know what else to do because they're on an island and they can't get away, and there's a storm coming, and they know it's going to come at them.
And they're Irish, and they're one of them Irish.
Also,
Yeah.
did you notice, which I didn't notice after watching this 2 times before we even watched it together, that all the kids leave the island at the beginning?
So you watched
I
this
never
3
knew that was a
times?
thing. No,
Of course you
I've
have.
seen it 3
Multiple
times.
times. Multiple times, of course.
Yeah. If it's Irish, I'm going to watch it like a bunch of times.
I watched the movie.
Okay, Boondock Saints, how many times?
Boondock Saints? Like 4 times?
Okay, that's we probably watch more.
I
Okay,
watched
well,
like 7. So
Let's
yes.
watch that next.
No, if we're gonna watch something, it's gonna be Boondock Saints 2.
All Saints Day.
Yeah, All Saints Day, because that was a fucking turd.
Alright.
This movie though was not a turd. This movie
I
was
know.
actually
It was
charming.
pretty good.
That was good. It was
Yeah.
a good palate refresher.
Yeah.
What,
after the
what
last
it was
couple
like,
movies.
it had the guy being drunk and everything, and the stereotypes stuff.
Like,
that
it,
had
yeah,
I
it's
was like,
cheesy. You know
nah.
what's gonna
But
happen.
it really pulled itself
but
out.
the
and
jokes
like,
were
And like the
Yeah.
monster like spearing people, I was like, this is gonna suck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, the monster spears a lot of people. It doesn't kill anyone with it. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that supposed to do? Like, he's like, oh, did he say it's like a leech or something?
No, yeah, no, it's like
But like, he got hit with it in the chest.
it's
and
basically
nothing happened to
proboscis
him.
that like takes blood out of you.
Yeah.
Siphons
But also, I
blood.
think it's also just to grab you and put, like, with the big one, it was to grab you and pull you in
Grabbers,
so
yeah.
you'd get your
Yeah,
head chopped
sure,
off.
sure, sure.
And, you know,
Roll credit,
so.
grabbers.
Also,
Uh,
like they did not like heads for some reason. They were
Yeah.
against heads.
Yeah.
I like,
They cut the heads off.
Well, that's
the
what
skull
the weird,
was just too hard for them
the
to
weird
crush.
spiral teeth were for
Yeah.
cutting heads off. I guess.
Yeah.
That's what,
But also, like the one guy
functional.
they ate head first, and then he spit his head out. I was like,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Their
it's
teeth
space
in the
for
inside
That
of
time.
was
Yeah.
there were a lot of convenient things in this movie, for sure. But that's what made it so much fun.
That's what made it fun.
yeah, exactly. Like when the little ones were just like jumping around the bar,
They're like
and
a
they
mouth
weren't
with
like
one tentacle.
dying because it was dry on land and they
Okay.
had no water.
The
in
little
their
one's also
systems.
a mouth with one tentacle.
Yeah, like that's what it grows into.
But they'd
like-
be little dicks.
yeah,
Like, dudes, stop.
First of all, if I have a little guy with one tentacle in the mouth, I'm gonna kick the shit out of you, man. I'm
no,
kicking
no.
you football.
That's what
Get
I.
the fuck
Yeah,
out of
I
here.
know. I loved when they did the crap out of
Get
them.
the- that's what
And
but
there
like-
are like several 80s horror films that actually have like little wormy things in
Oh,
them
sure.
Even
that
like,
are
even, like
ridiculous.
I
yeah.
thought the little guys were very reminiscent of like Gremlins, even.
Yeah.
where it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
they're just
or critters.
annoying.
They had like
Or
little
critters.
personalities.
Well, no,
yeah.
critters were fucking terrifying. Like Gremlins were like annoying. Critters were like like bite your face off and shit, and you're like, okay, little weird rodent.
That's Sonic the Hedgehog should be. The critter.
Oh my god, dude! If we could match that up.
A Sonic the Hedgehog horror story where he's just a blue critter. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. We cannot run him. But then someone does hit him and coins fly out and just rings.
As long as
fly out.
Terrence Mann is brought back, I'm fine.
I'm back. Is he alive still?
I think he is. I think. Okay, so let's talk about the romance.
Yeah.
Because it was perfect. This was nothing.
So, yeah, so they get there and they are complete opposites.
Yeah, no, and
you
he's
know they're
like,
gonna be
he's
romantic.
all
he's
buttoned
a
up.
jerk at the beginning
Yeah,
of
he's
the
awful.
film.
Because he's an alcoholic.
Yeah, but like he's kind of just an asshole.
Yeah, he's an asshole and an alcoholic. It's like
yeah.
Well, and that's why, like, I was like, okay, so this is going to be their dynamic. Okay, I got this. Cool.
But
Like,
then
I
it's
can
like-
understand the trope.
At no point did it make sense that they started liking each other. Like,
Yeah,
it's like-
then he's like, oh, I'm gonna come up to your room and pass out, and then you're gonna have to put me in the
yeah, like
slammer.
obviously he is
Yeah.
not even a
Slammer,
functional
yeah, the slammer.
alcoholic.
In the slammer, they used the word slammer.
But obviously he's not even
Okay.
a functional alcoholic. She can see that. So why would be like, I might date that guy?
Yeah.
Like, let's smash. Like, no, let's you don't want to do that.
Well, no, and then it's almost the feeling is like that he's the only guy who's ever shown her
Well,
attention
see,
because
well,
she's so like
That's it.
buttoned up.
The unshown
But-
scene. The unshown scene is after
Yeah.
he passes out. She goes, "He likes me."
Yeah, exactly. Jesus.
Yeah, sorry, it's like a little coffee.
Jesus.
Little coffee. Okay.
Yeah, so then they fall in love conveniently as well, you know, because.
Well, and then she's like drunk and like kind of coming onto him and. Like,
Oh, so I was telling Mateo how
I mean,
like
that's
my
right.
judge of a good actor is someone who can play drunk well. Because there are people who try to play drunk and they do it really badly.
I think drunks that play sober better. They're playing sober.
So all the John Wayne movies.
I'm not drunk at all. Well, he kind of sounds like he's drunk though.
Not
But
as
no,
good as
it's
the drunk
hard
guy,
to play a drunk person. Like, some people are good at it and some people are bad at it. And I feel like she did a good job.
Oh, she did a great job.
Yeah.
I was like super surprised. 'Cause
But
was
I
just
also
like,
feel this is the kind of movie where they'd be like, have a few drinks before we do the scene, because we're just shooting the scene and we're all Irish anyway. Because that's the whole point of the movie, right? Is Irish people are just.
I would
drink all the time.
100% if I was an actor in this movie be drinking.
Also, he's 15 years older than her.
Of
Holy
course he
shit.
is.
Wow.
Really?
He looks 30 years older than her.
That's
He's
what
I
I'm
don't
saying.
think
Like,
he
I was
looks
like,
that
I was
much
like, to me,
older
like,
than her.
You're saying that you were surprised the age was that close. Like,
yeah.
Like, she looked very young, and he looked...
He looked like a potato that's
Yeah.
been on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He looked like he'd been out in the sun too long.
oh no, he definitely has that weathered like.
Yeah,
Well, I liked
leathery.
that though. They weren't all just like gorgeous, you know.
I love that.
picturesque
Like I
people.
said, I when you told me this movie, I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. It was good. A good.
I think
it was very entertaining.
It was like a movie, but everyone was a character actor. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay.
But I was okay with that though.
Yeah.
I was cool with that. Like I said, it was very. These people involved in a Black Mirror.
Yeah.
But these guys were all like Irish Kens.
I'm surprised there wasn't like a Harry Potter person there. To be honest with you, like,
There
it smells
probably
like,
is.
Like Remus Lupin wasn't in there or something
Yeah.
like that.
Well, there's not a lot of Irish
The guy who
people
played
in
Creature
Harry
was in
Potter.
there probably. He was one of those
FYI,
guys.
there's like one Irish character. in
FYE,
Harry
that's
Potter.
where I used to work.
Fuck your employees, it means.
Aww.
I was like, if
I think that hand grenade is doing its job.
Brona was in. Is
Brona.
Brona. I'm gonna oversay it like you do. If Brona was inside.
That's how you pronounce it.
Okay. Fuck off.
No.
Feck off, you mean? You feckin' Egypt? Gobshite.
Hey, now we're not gonna be able to show this in Ireland, you guys.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say if anyone was in Harry Potter, it'd probably be her. But she was in
Fantastic
Sherlock
Beasts.
Holmes movie, as well as
Moon Boy.
Pulp Fiction.
There you go.
Pulp Fiction. That's
Yeah,
right.
sure.
There you go.
Sure, just why not? Cool.
All right, so
The ending of this movie,
yeah,
because we're pretty close. to
yeah, it's like the Jaws ending. You know, it's like
It was
the
very
explosion.
Jaws
It's
ending,
not. They actually. That's one thing I didn't want to talk about. They borrow from a lot of other horror movies,
Sure.
but I feel like they do it well.
Yeah, no, I
It's
agree.
like, oh, that's oh, you're just shouting out to that. Like,
I mean,
yeah.
It was
low budget. as fuck.
Well, and
Yeah.
plus the fact it is a comedy horror movie, so it's just like Shaun of the Dead and stuff like that.
It doesn't
They-
take itself too seriously.
Well, and they do borrow a lot of the tropes, and they do it gleefully to show
Yeah.
you, like, hey, look, we know the genre.
Almost tongue in cheek. I got
And
you.
that's and I got that, and I really appreciated that about this movie.
Sure.
I really liked ended up liking this movie.
I agree. I like I said, I came to this movie very skeptical. Maybe that's why I like it so much, but it was really good. I enjoyed
Low
it.
expectations.
I was laughing at the end.
Yeah, it was good. Although it is funny how I feel at the very end when they're walking back to town. Nick was watching it and he's like, they gotta walk all the way back to town. Yeah, no one thought to come up and get them at the
Yeah.
quarry where they just killed them.
Well, they're also all drunk. They
Yeah.
probably should
But
have
also,
been
like,
drunk.
that plan made no sense.
Yeah, no,
Like,
no.
it was like, I was like, how is this?
No,
plan-
but do you know what they
How
did?
is it planned?
They were gonna grab her.
Also,
the grabber.
he fell like
Yeah,
yeah.
20
sure,
feet.
yes.
I thought he broke his leg, and he's
No,
like, walking.
yeah, then he's walking
Yeah.
home. Yeah,
I was
seriously.
like, what?
It's
Okay.
her love. Her love.
I'm like, dude, just tears
Well,
meniscus
yeah.
or
Well, no,
something.
no, you know what it is? It's the unspoken promise of sex that it was like, yeah,
Yeah.
well, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
No, I'm
my,
good.
my
Yeah.
boner will
Yeah,
move
oh,
you
yeah.
along.
let's get back to your flat, huh? You know, just, no, I'm okay. I just
So
always
now
tried
we're
like
in
that.
love until 2 weeks from now when I find out you're
Well,
not a
and-
functional drunk.
And it was very like speed like too, where like they're you know they're gonna fall in love because they were in this situation
Yeah.
together, and then
And
just
then
be like,
not
They're
be
gonna have
like,
PTSD
yeah.
together.
yeah, but it's gonna be like after she's like I'm pregnant, he's like, oh, I can't do this, and he starts drinking again. You're like, oh, fuck.
Hey! Let's not think past the movie. It was a good movie.
Yeah,
Let's
no,
just
that's-
let the
that's not-
characters be as they were.
That's why there's no grabbers
Yeah.
too, guys. Electric
Yeah,
boogaloo.
you can't.
Oh, but by the way, they did set up the grabbers too. They had the eggs at the end. And
Oh,
Of course.
That was so dumb. That was so
But you
dumb.
knew they were
God,
gonna
dude.
do that. You know what that reminded me of was like
They had a Jurassic Park or something.
it was like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Because like 50% of Are You Afraid of the Darks ended just happy, but 50% were like doo doo doo.
Like, or is it good? Probably not.
Yeah.
Not a reading.
That's also a
Goosebumps.
Goosebumps.
Reminded you of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I
Well,
have
very
every
good.
episode of Are You Afraid of the
Yeah.
Dark on DVD.
It's also
Okay.
Yeah.
Goosebumps did stuff
Okay.
like that too. That was a very like 90s horror like.
But
low-budget
are
horror.
they?
Yeah. Probably not though, right? I agree. It was a good movie though.
It was fun. There was no
like that.
post-credit scene.
So you
I
wouldn't
almost
burn after
wished
watching
there
it?
was.
Is that what
I
you're
checked.
You checked. A post-credit scene for a low-budget 2012 movie.
There's a post-credit scene after Napoleon Dynamite. So there.
Did you
This is
check
a
more
Napoleon
than? Did you
survey.
check more than once though? Like the
No,
same time
I
you're
only
like, oh
checked
shit,
once.
did I check this? Let me check.
I
again.
only checked once.
They
But
got
it
me
was
again.
the last time.
Like she checked until the tape went like the old tapes.
Did you watch an old reel?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the old reel.
A reel to reel?
Yeah.
So how do you feel about it? We all liked it.
I
It was
liked it.
good. So
I liked
watch
it. I
watch
would not-
Grabbers. It's on Hulu.
I wouldn't burn this after watching. I would
Yeah.
watch it again probably.
I would watch it
I would
again.
burn that fucking Cthulhu starfish monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Shit out of
I
that
don't
thing.
like that. And also, but like they're okay. So we're not done with this yet.
Maybe that's the
Let's
star
talk about
of the
how
movie.
fucking weird these monsters were. Like sometimes they could spear you through the chest and pull you into the briny deep, and sometimes they just stuck to your face annoyingly for like 15
Yeah.
minutes.
Okay. The lead character guy had the thing on his face, right?
And it was like sucking blood out of him.
Yeah. It was sucking
From his face,
something
I
out of his
guess?
face
Yeah.
somewhere.
Well, like he had like blood in his mouth, so
Yeah.
like in his
I'm
tongue
like,
or something.
I'm
or
like,
his
but that
nose.
first of all, that didn't hurt for like the rest of the movie because that was
Oh, no,
a
he-
lot of blood.
He
Like
killed
the
him like
thing,
bowl of fucking
the
rain.
thing
man.
spit
Well,
out
like,
the blood
like
and it
we
puked
said,
that blood.
they,
It puked like 2
you
pints
know,
of blood
There was a
at
lot
the
of
end.
there was a lot of convenient stuff to this movie.
But it was just confusing because I was like, wait, so is he like is he fucking Wolverine?
well, no. So the
Like drunk
big
Wolverine-
guy,
drunk
the
Wolverine?
big,
He'd
the
be a
big
great
fit
Wolverine.
monster.
That dude would be a great Wolverine.
'Cause he's
I bet he is
tiny.
short, actually.
And his
He
face
was
is-
shorter
his
than
face
hers.
all
He's
craggy
probably
looking.
incredibly
Yeah.
hairy.
Yeah.
So, so the
Boy,
big
I'll
one
see
was
myself
the
up.
male, and the smaller one
Yes.
was the female, and then there were the eggs.
So the female
So-
who couldn't get it done. That's what. It
right,
really was.
exactly. The female was like she was half dead from laying all these eggs,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
I'll
you
live
know,
on that. Live on
yeah.
that.
Guys, anyone that knows anything about biology knows the female's always,
Always
the
the
fucking
bigger
stronger
one. I know.
Yeah, like always the
Yeah.
stronger one.
I
The
thought
male's
that-
always the fucking weenie.
maybe
He gets his
they
head
were
bit
a
off.
lesbian couple,
Yeah, that would have been fun to like put in the movie. Maybe Grabbers too.
which is a good
guys.
way
Can we write Grabbers too?
to. Yeah.
I think we can get these guys.
I'd
are
love
all
to be
just
on board
sitting
for
around
this. I'm 100%
Yeah.
on board for Eddie Grabbers.
These guys are all in a pub right now, just
Yeah.
drinking together, so we could probably get them. I'm just
No, they're
saying.
waiting for another Black Mirror coming up. That's,
Well, that's where they find them. Is in this pub. Like there's. Like, oh, it's my turn. Oh, I got the next episode. Oh, it's about,
I'm on Doctor Who. All
it's
right,
about,
let's
it's
go.
about robots you fuck. Okay, let's go.
A Broadchurch? Okay, I'll do it. I think the guy was actually probably at Broadchurch. To be honest with you.
She
But,
was, I don't
In my
know.
dreams.
she was on Black Mirror, I think.
She was definitely on Black Mirror. She was on the episode with the electric bees.
The electric bees.
That's what they were.
That's a good episode.
Jesus Christ.
And
I
she
guess
was
you
on
remember
there
that.
with the Scottish girl who does the voice of Merida from Brave, and they were on together. I
Why not?
know a lot
Oh,
about
dude,
my
that's
UK
where I
actors
fucking know
and
this guy from.
actresses.
He's in the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
Yep. Okay, that makes sense.
Yes, he's
yeah,
that.
he's the villain guy.
Yeah. I was like, where do I fucking?
I see his
know
face,
this
too.
guy from somewhere. I kept looking. I'm like, where do I know this guy from? The Chilling Adventures.
Don't do a head
I'm
shake.
not doing
Watch
anything.
that shit.
I'm
Head
not
shake.
doing
It's
You're
anything.
doing a head shake.
No.
Don't judge. Watch it. It's good.
Fine.
It's good. It's dark and macabre.
Hey guys, don't burn after watching, I guess. But stay classy.
Put out with water, but not on the monsters though.
Just
monsters revive
put
them.
out. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Put out with alcohol and shit.